Hello. My name's 6'7" Kevin, but why do you guys call this like the spot to understand Reno right now?
Because we call it the spot of Reno because this is where everybody who's going through something lives here, you know what I mean? On the river or on the train tracks, you know what I'm saying? This is where they live at, like, you know what I mean? And the city's fucking up because they coming around and they taking people's tents and shit, but they're not giving people no resources, bro. Like, they should be hooking up people with housing and giving people like resources to fucking have somewhere stable to stay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm 22 years old and I've been arrested 4 times for being homeless so far.
4 times?
Yeah.
What did they wait? How did they arrest you? Like on what charge? Just like you
camping in the city.
Trespassing and all that shit, bro. Like, yeah, you get arrested for trespassing, but you ain't got nowhere to go, and they not giving you the resources you need to be stable. Like, people are, addiction is real, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Really.
Whether you start using drugs because you want to stay up or you need to you don't want to be in a fucked up position.
Yeah.
And you're numb to the fact that, like, everything's fucked up around you, so you gotta get high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it kind of takes the pain away. Like, when you're high, like, you don't worry about the shit, like where your next meal's coming from or all that, any of that shit. Like, and even like, you know what I'm saying? If my little brother right here, you know what I'm saying? If he fucked up, bro, and I can't help him, or if I can help him, I'm gonna help him, regardless if it's even that's my last $5, I'm gonna give it to him because I don't want him to be sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what his definition of this part is. What this part is for us is this is our home. This is our family. Like, these are the most realest people I've ever met in my life. I came from money and I'd rather live here. But these people that would give their shirt off their back for someone, a random stranger if they needed it, then be around some people that could give a less because of my tattoos or the way I walk or the people I hang out with or things I do. Like, these people will literally help anybody they can. But there are very, very dangerous people out here too.
Before we get back to the interview, a thank you to our Patreon supporters for making these interviews possible. Subscribe to our documentary YouTube channel 6'7" and join us on Patreon for exclusive, uncensored content.
There's a lot of bad things that happen out here if you're in
I've
the wrong area.
lost 17 of my homies and friends and family, not only to the opiate pandemic, but to murder.
Wow. 17 people. That's a lot.
Since 2019.
Since 2019, 5 years? Damn.
Dang, is that fentanyl or is it murders or?
It's fentanyl, but there's about 7 of them that got murdered or two suicides.
There's a lot of things that like happen out here that they don't post on
Because
news
it's
channels.
a tourist city, kind
Yeah.
of like Vegas. So they don't show it on the news because they don't want people to see the get scared. But
Yeah, we talked to other people that said that too. Like, they're not really covering what's really going on here.
yeah,
No, like there's a murder that got arrested a while ago, and on the anniversary this year, girls have started becoming murdered again. Oh yeah, there's a fight there. Yeah, on that anniversary, murders started happening again, and people are scared to walk around here. But like, we shouldn't be able to be scared. 'Cause we're a community. The homeless out here are a community. We look after each other.
We're not even the homeless. We have people that have homes and shit that still come out here that, that used to be homeless or whatnot. It's such a small city that we know each other to the point where if we need each other, we got each other whether we got a place to live or not.
There's a lot more to this town than just the casinos and shit like that. This whole river walks all the way down to the McCarran Bridge down there, all the way to the end of the town. And the farther you go down, the more different cultures there are. Like, you could walk by these bushes down all the way down. There's a bunch of bushes that you can't see through, but there's houses built in there. People have lived in there for years.
Whoa. People
Really?
build themselves in by the river?
Yeah.
surely.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, because if they can't be seen, then they can't be bothered with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if they don't know that you're there, they're not gonna fuck with you. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you living off
Why
the
do you
grid.
keep the trash good?
Do you think the cops here are corrupt?
Oh,
Yes.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course, they're fucking corrupt.
One cop offered me to solicit myself to get off of getting in trouble, and because I didn't, I went to jail.
A cop did that?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Reno PD out here, especially Sparks, they're all corrupt. They all have something in that they want to benefit out of it. But like
How dirty they
the
are.
sheriffs are like the only ones that I've came across that are like
Genuine.
genuine and hold themselves to that fucking code. Like, if I'm walking down the street and a pit bull tries to attack me,
They're
and I
gonna
pull
look
my
at
knife,
him as a suspect
Yeah.
rather than a victim.
but the sheriffs, they were like, okay, look what happened, this, that, and they let me go instead of trying to arrest me for carrying a knife or this or that.
Run our names or
And
whatnot.
if they just bust you for some petty shit, like, you know what I'm saying? They want you to give up information and shit like that. Like, we don't snitch on our own people, bro. Like, we cut from a different cloth in that way. We don't tell, bro. We gotta stick together.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I tell motherfuckers, fuck y'all, bro. I don't know shit, bro. Take me to jail. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta look out.
Got to, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you tell on your on your neighbor or a motherfucker that you know, bro, you're a fucking rap, bro, and your name is bad, bro. You can't come back to where you fucking tell that, bro. You might as well kill yourself, my nigga.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've done 8.5 years out here in prison.
8.5 years?
8.5 years. And because I caught my first charge, every time they bring up my name, they pulled me out at gunpoint, and all because of what? Because I made a bad choice as a kid, and now I'm stuck in that loop.
How old are you?
Wow.
30.
30?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You must have gotten in early, bro.
18, I was on my way to prison.
Yeah, fuck that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Instead of helping him,
Yeah, you need at that age. You need help.
his own
Yeah.
parents put him away because of some shit, rather than trying
What?
to aid him and help him get, like persevere through it. They just stuck him in a cage.
Yeah, because the court system told it was the right decision. So they thought there was.
Throwing it in the system is gonna
Somebody gets
fucking
paid
help.
for
Like,
it regardless.
that sucks, bro. I'm sorry to hear that.
Because they thought that shit was gonna help you, but
Right.
really turn you into a better fucking criminal, my nigga. You go to jail.
Yeah, you're going
If
to
that's what
you're going to school now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with all the motherfuckers who know everything, you feel me?
Yeah.
So they gonna teach you. They
Yeah.
take up under your wings. So when you come up out of jail, you gonna be an even hardened criminal, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you just gotta pick what avenue you gonna run down. You know what I mean? Because once you get out of jail, bro, these motherfuckers ain't gonna try to get you no job.
They
You
conflict
go,
out here, though?
you go to business for yourself, or you know what I'm saying? You just keep on doing what you've been doing, like.
The convicts out here, they gave us a bad image, but some of the people that I will ride for and die for, they're doing life in prison. I know several people that are doing life in prison that didn't do it.
My dad's doing a life
What's up?
sentence.
Your dad's doing a life sentence.
Yeah, because back in 2018 he murdered his best friend, and he actually done it in front of me and my husband and my mom.
And he didn't mean to.
He didn't mean to. He just got mad because his best friend and my mom were sleeping with each other.
Wow.
Now he's doing life with
I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible.
Brutal.
It's really horrible.
Instead of like listening to his side of the story, because he was a Marine, he was in the Army and stuff, and he was trained to do that, they locked him away for life.
Man. Can you describe that loop when you get into prison, how that kind of keeps you in that cycle?
I got it. Right when you get out, if you're caught with just a little crumb of any type of substance rather than weed, you are placed on drug court. Any even paraphernalia. I was caught with a pipe stem, and they put me on drug court. And because of the fact that I was scared to, go piss test and shit because I'm an addict, the one time you fuck up, they put you right back in jail again. And right when you get out, they don't let you just get out free or anything. Time served out here is a bullshit lie. There is no time served out here.
I just got finished doing 2 years, and I just got out like a week ago.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So
Congrats on being out.
Heck yeah.
it feels good to be free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember you guys before y'all was doing this. Y'all used to walk up and down here. I remember y'all too. You know what I mean? And it's hard right now to get a job and shit, right?
Yeah, it is. It's bad right now.
But at the same time, you just gotta be able to keep on putting your best foot forward. Because if you don't,
Yeah.
you're gonna fall back into the loop. You know what I'm saying? I'm on parole. The parole officers out here are dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't get a job, they're gonna add more time into my fucking my parole or whatever. You know what I mean? So they want you to get a job before you can even pay them some money. You know what I mean? Like I told them, I'm like, well, if I don't got a job and I can get $30, we gonna accept that? They're like, no, we want you to get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
So I got like 4 more months before I clean this number up. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give me a job somewhere, anywhere. I don't give a fuck. I work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to be cool to get these people off my back, bro. You know what I mean? But they need to try to help motherfuckers to be stable and like come up with programs and funding for people like us to have housing.
How do they what do they do for people that just got out of prison?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. They don't do anything like that.
Well, I'll tell you what they did for me. Before I got out, I had to apply for hella halfway houses. And I had to wait for an acceptance letter to come back from halfway house, you know what I mean? But I was already granted my parole, you know what I mean? And if you don't get an acceptance letter or they don't accept you, then you'll be stuck in jail until you figure something out, you know what I mean? So thank God that I got an acceptance letter. I'm at fucking New Hopes right now. That's a good program. You know what I mean? You gotta go through the ringer, like, you know, they send you
rules and
classes.
stuff?
Yeah. But it's cool though, like, cause like you can leave early in the morning and come back at 9 o'clock. That's what the curfew is. But you have to be doing something productive. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're not doing something productive, you're just wasting your time. You know what I mean? So you gotta really just take that time there and use it to the best of your ability. You know what I mean? You get a job, stack all your money and shit. You don't really need to spend no money on nothing because they feed you. You know what I mean? Maybe some clothes or something if you want to stay fly, but that's about it. You know what I mean? But
my husband, his parole officer has a 98% fail rate.
What?
Which means any.
You said not 91%?
98.
98%
Dude,
of
this
her
dude's not had that
clientele.
job. Yeah.
But she gets paid for it. That's why.
Oh man.
Because every time they fuck up, she gets money.
Just because they're gang members, they want to put them back. Like I was on gang parole. Like I'm institutionalized, and it's hard for me to find a job or anything out here because of my rap sheet.
For sure.
It's hard for us to sleep at night because of the fact of how long he's done and stuff, you know? The dreams he has and all that shit. And I've never been in prison, but I've spent about 2 years total in jail, not prison. But if I can't imagine like what people go through, you know? Like,
I mean, that's just on top of all the other stuff too. Like, spend that many years in jail, you come out, they don't do shit for you.
They just kicked me out. I didn't
so
want
you
parole.
Go back to doing the shit that you didn't know.
Right. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
It's just a everlasting loop.
and they don't give you a choice. Like, people, if it was my situation, I'd rather stay in prison and expire out and not get paroled out. So, because I know how I'm gonna fuck up.
And that's what a lot of guys are doing right now. You know what I
they
mean?
don't give a
They're saying that they don't want the parole and they'll stay until they expire.
Yeah, they don't. A lot of us, they don't give us the choice.
They
Like
don't.
it kicks me right out.
Somebody gets paid for it. Somebody gets paid for you fucking up. Point blank period.
People making money on it.
Every time. That's all it is. It's about
They
the
don't
money.
care. They don't care.
Okay, so they're making money if they keep you guys coming into the institutions and keeping the cycle
think
going.
about it this way.
They get paid a certain amount of dollars. That's every day that you're in jail. Every day they get paid. The institution.
They gotta think about it like this way. It's a money movement. It's like putting money down on a real estate. You know you're gonna make money on it. But so if I kick someone out that's gonna fuck up, they know that they're gonna make that money back.
Wow, just more money-making schemes. Are the prisons private corporations or are they government ran?
Most of them are private, but like a couple years ago, the Southern Desert out here got busted for having an inside fighting ring. The CEOs were getting these people together, and they were fighting until they were knocked out and bloody.
Just how they did in California.
That's why they closed it down. Like, yeah.
They have fight clubs? That's crazy.
There's a lot of things in this prison system that's fucked up. Like
Female prison, females were getting impregnated by male guards and male, you know, because it's a female prison. There's no there's no male inmates.
They should be sweeping.
So if they're getting pregnant, then it's obviously the fucking deputies and shit. And yeah, my aunt, my personal aunt, like, she got pregnant while incarcerated in Smiley Road, which is one of the only prisons in Nevada for females. And they wanted to get her in trouble. But the guy that impregnated her pressed it upon her and made her feel alone and all that shit to where she felt like she needed, you know, it just got in her mind and shit. And all they did was suspend him for a couple months. But she had to get another year put on her fucking sentence. And her baby taken.
Man, that's unfair.
Wow, that's horrible.
Man, can you guys talk about like having relationships out here? You said you were married or something like that.
I've been with him for almost 6 years. Married for almost 3.
What is that like out here? Is it tough for you guys to?
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard sometimes because
it makes you or breaks you. You know, but he's the only one. He's the only one that I've ever had to fall on. You know.
I left for fucking 2 years to went to the pen. They was rocking strong before I left, but like through thick and thin. And that's the type of shit that you're supposed to do. Like, you know what I mean? Especially see these girls out here that get taken advantage of. They're getting fucking killed and shit by the river
Rape.
killer and shit,
Yeah.
rape and shit.
It's no joke.
But when you find shit like this, man, you know what I mean? You gotta hold on to somebody, you know what I mean, that you love. But you wanna protect that person with all that you are. You're giving your life for that person, like, you know what I mean?
You need someone to watch your back. Because there's a lot of, like I said before, there's a lot of bad things that happen out here.
It's not even that. It's the companionship. Seniors don't feel alone most nights. We can be so toxic for each other, but as long as we have each other, when we need each other, when the nights are tough and we're hungry, but we still got each other to just hold. That's all that matters sometimes. Because
That's inspirational, you guys.
Yeah.
That's really.
Yeah, people struggle with love and they have beautiful houses and homes that are breaking up, you know, but to see that out here is almost tighter and stronger because you need each other in some way.
because of the shit that we've been through, because
Right.
of the hard shit. You're not going to be grateful for shit if you're giving it all the time.
Yeah, we've been to the very top. Like, we've had
We had
house.
houses, we had
a condo,
cars,
we had-
everything, but I would honestly say that wasn't our happiest.
You know,
We were fighting. We were, you know, doing stuff to each other out of spite, vindictiveness, and all because of what? Because we already had this shit given to us. Now that we had to be out here and do it ourselves, like rough force, fucking like it's kind of like hard love, but in a you know, showing you type way. And I honestly would say I was way happier, you know, like not struggling, but you know what I mean, out here doing this rather than, you know, when we had it, you know,
Why do you think you're happier out here on the streets?
free,
yeah, you're not confined to a whole bunch of rules.
9 to 5, fucking, you know, like, and feel like your whole life is just controlled by, you know, what society wants you to be. Wanting, you know, spending your days with the people you love rather than working your ass off for a measly ass paycheck that's not even gonna pay your damn bills, you know?
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
You'd rather be on the streets hustling, you make more money.
And making memories. People that, you know, you share them with, you know?
I'd rather spend time with the people I love while I have it, because you never know what's gonna happen. You could drown in the river or something like that. But as long as I spend those days with the ones that I love, I could die a happy man. It's all that matters to me.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I love it. Is there anything else you guys want to say about Reno to people that have never been here before?
It's amazing.
Just be careful.
Yeah, it's a good place to visit.
It is a good place. I left Sacramento and I came to Reno to stand on my own 2 feet and just everybody's like, Reno's a good place, bro. Go to Reno, bro. Start brand new. So that's what I did and shit. It's really good. It's really cool. Like, you know what I mean? And I never had a job in Reno, but I survived here. I lived here. Been through a lot of shit, ups and downs, smiles and frowns. Just gotta keep your head up, man. It all depends on who you are and how you make your life. You know what I'm saying?
If you can survive out here, you can survive anywhere.
Anywhere.
That's for sure.
Promise you that.
That's a big statement.
That is a big statement. What do you think is the hardest part about surviving in Reno?
Staying warm in the wintertime.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. But
Staying
it's
warm in
also
the wintertime,
Yeah.
man.
the people.
Huh?
Snow?
For sure it snows.
Yeah. I don't know.
Out of nowhere.
Really?
You know
Yeah.
what they say about the Reno weather? If you don't like it, just wait 15 minutes and change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's all 4 seasons every week. No, not really. In the wintertime,
It's brutal. We've had homies freeze to death.
Big Mo.
Yeah.
If you guys keep walking up, right after you hit the Wells Bridge, on the right, there's
There's a
big
rock.
and
There's a
there's
memorial.
signatures all over it. That's Big Mo. He died out here by freezing to death. My my stepdad and my uncle found him. Were the ones that found him, you know, and he was one of us, you know, and he just didn't wake up one day because weather was so freezing and. You know,
His fire went out.
Cops kept taking our blankets and shit because they didn't want us to camp. In reality,
That's some cold shit, bro.
Oh, shit.
Literally.
That shit, bro.
They're busting you guys shit up in the wintertime?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good, bro.
Every single day they take our shit.
My first time getting arrested, we were kicking it like this, but down on the rocks down there. And that's when they saw us, and then they knew they could fuck with us because whatever reason. We were just eating lunch. We weren't even sleeping, nothing. And they wanted to say we were camping. And because the fact that I was sitting next to my friend's backpack, that only thing I had it was a pipe stem, they arrested me. And I was scared. I was crying and everything, you know. And
I think they're the worst. They're the most corrupt. The bike cops out here.
Yeah. Bike cops.
Yeah.
Someone else said that.
Yeah.
Someone else said that to us. He said the bike cops are really bad.
They're
They are,
horrible.
yeah.
They will.
You know, and they run up on you so swiftly and quickly.
Yeah.
You don't even know that they're coming. You know what I mean?
They're violent too.
Really.
They're
Slam the
violent.
fuck out of you, bro.
What?
They will
They'll
slam
beat you up. They'll beat you up.
off the fucking bike quick on you. You're in there. They're riding a pack like 4 deep, bro.
4 deep on bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
get in the basket.
Yeah. Ringing the bells with the helmets on.
Bike days.
The bike
Them
days.
motherfuckers are like assassins, bro. 1 minute you look down, you're doing something. Next minute they're in your face.
Man, fuck
That's
those guys.
wild. You said there's a river murderer?
Yeah.
No, there's 2 right now.
There's 2 river murderers.
One of them's actually been incarcerated in Park Boulevard, but he hasn't been. There's no proof of him doing it. So they've held him for 4 years. He's getting out this year.
Oh no.
His name's Wallow, and he said, I know he did it.
Do those people know that he was
killed
one of the
4
guys?
women out here and beheaded 2 of them.
Beheaded
He
them?
carried a chick's head in a cooler for
Ice
2
cooler,
weeks.
Yes.
God.
This
Oh.
was 4 years ago. But because there is no.
And he's about to get out of jail?
Yeah, because they haven't had
No
any
proof.
All they have is he said, she said. I know he did it. Everybody knows he did
You
it.
know he did it.
We know him. You know, we knew him, and he was one of the. Yeah. it's
Well,
great.
think about the mentality of keeping somebody's head.
Yeah,
like,
no,
why
it's
would you-
That's
crazy.
another level of sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Man. Oh, gee.
What's up, my boy?
What's up, dude? Man, well, dude, I'm just imagining trying to cut somebody's head off in the first place is already tough.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of sick people out on this river. Like, if my word of advice to some people, if you're not from down here, don't come down here at night.
Yeah, well, just
Don't.
unless you're with somebody, honestly.
Is
One
it
of my
those
good
things,
friends,
like,
one of my
you need
good
to know
friends.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, like a month and a half ago, my homegirl Danny was found raped and killed, and out here on the river path, just a half mile down here.
And another chick was found with her head cut off, and it says, "I took her head because she has no body." Get it? No body.
Oh my god.
It's fucking
Man, none of this stuff is making the news.
Wow.
no.
And
Because it's a tourist town. They don't want it to people to be like, "Oh, people are dying out
yeah,
there."
if they said every fuck thing that happened in Vegas, people won't go to Vegas and they won't make money.
They do the same thing in Vegas.
Yeah.
We did a video down there. So they do the same shit in Vegas.
They're trying to
We
sweep
went
it
down
under
there
the
for
rug.
years.
What I think is somebody that everybody fucking knows. Because he can't just get close to these girls and not know them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it has to be somebody that everybody knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to just be comfortable with a stranger,
Yeah.
so, and they're getting killed, well, so they have to know this person, they let him in, or they're jumping in a car with them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For snatching grabs, though, there's a van out here that will run up on groups of girls and just pull them in. They're all from out of town.
That's a cold case too. They haven't caught that either.
Man, he's out right now, so the van's just
No,
going.
he's getting out this year.
No, the van dudes, they're out.
Yeah,
They can't catch him.
Okay, they don't know who.
Jeez, man, this is nuts. We were in Vegas and there was a murderer there that he would hug homeless people and stab them while he's hugging them.
Yeah.
So he would, like, you know, be friends, be really sweet with them, and
Somehow
then
that wasn't on the news. We found all these news clips where it's like homeless person murdered, and then like they said there was a serial
Nothing
killer,
about
but they must have killed like 20, 30 people, bro. It was fucked up.
It's sad. And you know
It's really
those
fucked
people
up.
have moms and dads
Yeah.
and brothers and even animals that love them. You know, they're taking their life for what?
For
Because
nothing.
of their own shit. They're
Yeah.
doing it. Like,
Because we're homeless, like,
Right. Yeah, it's fucking sick, man. It's fucking sick.
a lot of people think it's the town that does it. Like, because Reno hates homeless people completely. They hate us out here.
They hate them in Vegas too. I think it's Nevada. I don't know, but
It's all of Nevada. You can't be like that out here. So what better way to hide
It's
it
a
than
red
if
state, bro.
the government did it or the city did it?
wow, that is crazy.
It'd be easy for them just to wipe it under the rug because a lot of these homeless people don't have anybody.
Like nobody will know at the end of the day, and that's the saddest part.
They battled mental illness and they were just kicked out of a mental hospital because no one was helping them anymore.
Everyone's giving up.
Here on
Everyone's giving up.
Cemetery Road, they have an ungated cemetery with all they have are John Doe, Jane Does, and all the only tombstone they have is a rock.
And a piece of paper. That's it.
That's it.
And
No
a
rock.
lot of these bodies weren't claimed by people that loved them or anything because they didn't know. There's over 50 of them that run cemetery by the college.
Wow.
Sad as fuck.
You know, just keep growing. It's the sad part.
Are more people dying every year?
But every day, it's bad out here.
Man.
Is that like overdoses and murders? Just
Yeah.
Overdoses have been the main thing the past couple of years because the fentanyl pandemic and all that shit
Yeah.
and the xylazine pandemic. But you know what? The only ones they have to blame are themselves.
Yeah.
The government, the U.S. government, is at fault for the opiate pandemic that we're going through.
Yeah,
Why
I
do you
was put
say
on-
that?
I was put on pain meds when I was young.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
pharma, fucking, all that shit. People get on prescription drugs because of something a car crash or whatnot, and then they can't afford it, so they go and try to score some heroin, some fentanyl,
Yeah.
and then they get arrested, stuck in the loop, and then they're just one of us.
You can't afford. You gotta pay $300 a month for health insurance, and then you might have to pay $50, $100 for a script or more. But instead of that, you go buy
And
one,
then you're
$2
still
blue.
addicted to something.
Yeah.
It moves on the street, and then the blue turns to Fetty, and then you're doing xylazine, and then it's like,
Yeah, because I was doing. They put me on oxys because I went head on with the car during a BMX trial, and I fucking knocked my teeth out, broke my kneecap, fucking broke my arm, and I was on oxys for about 6 months, and then they just cut me off cold. And then that's what started
what
it.
you're like, I need to supplement it with something.
Yep, and then I started buying drugs on the street, and then after that, it was downhill.
Do
Yeah.
you think Big Pharma is aware of this? Do you think there's something
yeah.
going on where they're aware and someone's getting kicked
They're
off?
just turning
with
the cold shoulder because they don't want to see the fucked up. They're narcissists.
You know, they have a foot in with the fentanyl. I guarantee it, because that's more money for them. If they prescribe all these drugs and then cut them off, they still can make money if they help people supply what they need.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's all money for everybody, but
It makes you think they know who's getting, either they're getting money from it, or they know someone that's getting the kickback from
oh
it.
yeah, no, because the only way to
They
get
know.
those chemicals is through them.
Cartels.
That's
the only
right.
way to get
Yeah,
those
That's very
chemicals.
true.
Yeah.
Cartels are getting kickback. They're getting the shit from China, and the cartels are making that shit in Mexico, and they bring it over here. right?
Biden keeping the fucking border open for that long. Why do you think that was
Yeah.
going down?
Yeah.
There's
There's so
only,
much fentanyl
like,
going across.
there's so much because of that shit.
That shit's getting across every day,
It
bro.
doesn't matter how, if they shut down the border or they shut down the ferries or whatever, it's still gonna get across.
They're gonna find a way.
Motherfuckers got something here, bro. Cartel.
They are starting to make here. Yeah.
I see you shit on telling the fucking National Geographic shit, right? They make the fucking submarines, they send it to San Francisco, bam.
They'll figure it out.
There's
They're
too much
always
money.
figuring
There's too much money to be made. So somebody's gonna figure it out. Yeah.
But yet again, we're sitting here and we only got one measly ass dollars in our name.
And we're still happy.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking feeding the fucking chipmunks popcorn and shit. It's our life, and it is what we make it. And I hope that in the future we will get better some way, some way, shape, or form. But as of today, as of where I'm living right now, I just hope for happiness and to be safe.
Do you guys want to get off the streets? It sounds like you're happier here, though.
We do, but we need that stable push because it's not only scary, but it the number one. Okay, there's two things in this life that's inevitable, and that's change and adaptation. Adapting to things, but it's also two of the things that are the scariest.
Mm.
Nobody wants to change, but it's inevitable. You do it every day. So, if we were to, get tired of this, which I feel like would happen, then I feel like that would get us in the right mindset to change.
What would you need to change, you think?
I don't know yet, and I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. But as of right now, I'm just trying to live my life and make memories with people I love, and you know, just be happy.
That's why we need people to advocate for people who don't know what they know they want to change. They don't know what that's what they need.
Yeah.
You need somebody who's going to advocate and represent the people for the streets. You need somebody who's going to fight for us and fucking get grants and shit for programs. That's what we need.
The way I see it too is like, I mean, the government's partly at fault for a lot of this. Not to put onus on someone else, you know what I mean? But like you said, like you got in a car accident, they prescribed you with it. They're letting the cartel run this shit right now.
Of course.
They know it. So from both fronts, that's their fucking fault.
For it, some way, shape, or form.
So they should try to help you guys.
It's hard for me to be inside anyways because
You know
I've
what I
been
mean?
locked up so long. Put me in a room in a house and I get anxiety. I go crazy
Yeah,
because
sure.
I can't be in a 6x8 room again. Like that's
If they gave you a 9 to 5 in an office, it would probably feel like prison too, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, in a
Exactly.
different way, for sure.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
For me, I've been homeless for like 3 years now, and I've been so used to the outside world that being inside gives me anxiety. You know, like going into my friend's house and all that shit. Like that's weird to me. And I can hang out with my friends inside for a little bit, but at the end of the day, I need to go because like that's what I know.
Do you think most people have lost touch with the outside world?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're so stuck on their phones, and I refuse to carry a phone.
Yeah, no, I haven't on the phone in a year and a half.
Probably nice.
I'm different.
You're living right here.
I love gadgets. I have to have a phone.
Yeah.
And if I ain't got Wi-Fi on my phone, go to the casino to try to get it. Or wherever I can get some free Wi-Fi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's,
You forget how beautiful it is outside. What it sounds like to hear the river and the birds chirp and be able just to lay down and relax. You know how nice it is to find a nice grassy field and just lay down a blanket, eat the lunch, and then take a nap.
Enjoying Earth a little bit.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
People have lost that
Oh yeah,
so much.
you see 9 out of 10 people looking down on their phone while they're walking.
Sure.
Or taking a picture because they want to remember that.
You
But
see the toddlers that are growing up with a tablet in their hand and all that shit.
Yeah,
I didn't get my first phone until I was like 14.
Yeah.
And even then, it was one of those Obama phones that you have to click 3 times just to get the letter C, you know? So,
Yeah, they're all iPad kids now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Go to concerts too. That's all anyone ever does now is they hold their phones up. They're not even at the concert.
yeah, it's not lighters anymore.
I don't
It's
know
not
why they do
lighters
that.
anymore.
It's like,
phone.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there?
Videotape the whole thing. It's like, wow.
when I was a kid,
enjoy it.
Yeah.
you didn't have all that iPhone shit. You had to jump on your bike and ride to your homeboy's house if y'all want to kick it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. You knock on the door. Can Mike come outside to play? Sure, come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when the street lights come on, that's when it's time to go home.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But I don't want to keep you guys too long here. But is there anything else that you think the Reno News isn't saying that you'd want to get out?
And anything you'd like to say to the Reno City government or Nevada state government?
I just want to say, like, I'm a good person, you know, and I'm not no criminal. I'm not, you know, I have a heart bigger than most that I've met. I'm not trying to boast or anything, but at the end of the day, like, you can't break me. You know, you're not gonna put me in a fucking you know, you're not gonna judge me for something you don't know. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know my family and the shit that I've seen. So how are you gonna put me in a you know, like, judgment that you just don't know, you know? And I just know that I'm a good person, you know, and that's all I want for my life.
I want to say, speak the truth. Tell everything that really does happen in this town. Like, they hide so much and they fuck off so many people and ruin so many people's lives for what? Just so they can have another dollar?
Just then notifying people what happens can save another person's life.
I dare any of the city officials to come spend a month down here.
Yes.
See if you can fucking survive, like how we do.
Spend even a week in our shoes to see how
They
much they
can't.
change.
So if you can't walk a day in our shoes or even a mile, man, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe you would realize, you know what I'm saying? But until you do, stop judging this shit and you think that it's just like, you want to do this. Some people don't want to do this, but it's a choice to do it. But some people are stuck too. especially the people who got mental issues, man. There's people out here with mental issues that they need help. They never gonna get it.
They closed down West Hills, which is a mental and behavioral health hospital. They closed it down and let most of the patients out.
Just kicked him out. No help, no nothing.
Oh man, that's
Wow.
So for a good minute out here, you would see people walking down the street,
That's dangerous.
chewing their ear off, fucking screaming at nothing, and it broke my heart.
Yeah.
Because like I don't ever see myself getting to that point, but for somebody to get to that point, it hurts my heart because I don't know.
When's the last time any city officials come down to talk to you guys about any of this stuff?
I can't remember.
Never.
Ever?
The only time they came down here was to tell us to get going.
Yeah,
Right.
Or to bulldoze our
The word
homes.
public servant doesn't mean much anymore, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Make me a public servant.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll come down here and represent these people.
If she became a public servant, she could change the world. Sure.
Would you take a job where maybe it's advocating or going out and working with the homeless?
I surely would, for sure I would. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of those people. And if you never been through this shit, you don't know what it's
You
like.
need to have empathy, not sympathy.
Yeah.
You need to have empathy, and that's what people get wrong. People advocate out here that haven't been through half the shit that they're advocating for. You know, they just read it on textbook and then think that's what they feel. But in reality, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, they're just reading studies and numbers and research. They don't know what's really going on there.
Yeah. What was y'all's names again? It was an awesome
I'm
conversation.
Jules.
Jules.
Jules?
I'm Rabbit.
Rabbit? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Peanut.
Hey, I'm 6'7" Kevin. This was a pleasure
Yeah.
talking to y'all.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Here's one for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, speaking truth or power there. Thank you.
Yeah, we're just broke. Broke and generous. Well, yeah, stay fly over here, y'all. Y'all are
Always.
cool as heck.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys are great.
Thank you.
yeah, thanks for spending the time.